Not many cases have reached the heights of social media sensation, the way the case of Jodi Ann Arias did. From big news sites giving every single update of the court hearings, to the social media trials that divided people. One of the reasons why this case was so impactful was because the accused, Jodi Arias, kept changing the story in every court hearing. From a potential death sentence to life imprisonment with no parole, here's the horrifying and still confusing case of Jodi Ann Arias, who, on June 4, 2008, brutally murdered her ex-boyfriend Travis Alexander. This case is particularly confusing because the exact reason behind the murder is still unknown. The most applicable reason here is the mental health condition of the killer. And as the story unfolds, you'll see what makes this mystery so interesting. Let's start from the beginning. Travis Alexander was born on July 28, 1977, in Riverside, California. While he had a normal childhood, tragedy struck him very early in his life when his father died in a car crash on his 20th birthday. His friends described him as a funny, motivated, and happy guy. Everything was going well. Travis was moving up in his career and was just looking for the right person to spend his life with. And then in 2006, during a company convention, Travis met an aspiring photographer named Jodi Ann Arias, and the two instantly clicked. They spent a lot of time together, and by the looks of it, they were both in love. One of Travis's friends said that Travis wanted to marry Jodi as he'd found the girl he had been looking for. Jodi was described by his friends as beautiful, smiling, and cheerful woman who was very friendly with everyone. It was not long before the two started dating. Everything was going great until Travis's friends started to notice something. Something was off about Jodi's behavior. A few months after they started dating, Travis's friends noticed that Jodi was completely obsessed with him. Not the adorable kind of obsessed. She was extremely possessive for him, sitting right next to him wherever they went out, making sure that no other girl talked to him, and even getting upset if they did. Not just that, she would go through Travis's phone, read his texts, listen to his conversations. One day, while Travis was at his female friend's house, she got a cold feeling that someone was watching them. Upon checking the door, Travis found Jodi standing outside. One of his friends recalled jokingly saying, "Travis, I'm afraid we're gonna find you chopped up in her freezer." Perhaps this extreme obsession and possessiveness was the reason they broke up after 5 months of dating. While getting rid of her would have solved Travis's problems, it was actually the breakup when Jodi started showing her true nature. And it was terrifying. Right after the breakup, Jodi moved to Mesa from Palm Desert to stay close to Travis. She would show up at his house unexpectedly, call him, text him, and even on many occasions, sexted him. They both were apparently hooking up after breaking up. For some reason, Jodi could not let Travis go. In around May of 2008, text messages showed that they had gotten into a nasty fight. Perhaps Travis wanted to stop seeing her and asked her not to contact him. We know one thing for sure. Jodi did not like that. On June 4th, 2008, a few days after the text messages, Jodi went to Travis's house for the last time. They spent some time together, took pictures of each other with a digital camera, even had sex. But then things took a deadly turn when Jodi started stabbing Travis. A total of 27 stab wounds were found on his body. She then continued. She slit his throat, and to make things even more disturbing, she shot him in the head, even though Travis was already dead. It goes to show the sick and deranged condition of Jodi. There were also marks on Travis's hands, showing that he had tried to defend himself. I cannot show you the photos because they are too graphic. However, here are some other photos that would give you an idea of how things happened and what they led to. After committing the murder, Jodi left the house and for some reason dyed her hair to a brown shade. Perhaps it was to hide the bloodstains that she might have gotten while killing Travis. Now let's come to the most interesting part. The reason why this murder case was so talked about was mostly because of the perpetrator, Jodi. Her blatant lies were stupid at best, and perhaps in her mind she thought she was being cunning. After committing the murder, Jodi went on with her life. Travis's friends started to notice his silence. He had not been taking calls, attending meetings, and soon his friends realized something was wrong. They went to his apartment, opened the doors with a spare key, only to find a horrific scene. Large pools of blood all over the house, from the hallway to the master bedroom. They found Travis's body in the bathtub, half decaying. The police were called immediately. After investigating the crime scene, the police found some blood-stained clothes and a digital camera inside the washing machine. They were able to recover over 100 images from the memory card of the camera, some of which you can see on the screen. The police started the investigation and Alexander's friends expressed their suspicion over Jodi. So the police asked Jodi to give her fingerprints. She did, and with that they were able to connect her to the crime. Now the interesting part is how she tried to deny the allegations. At first, she denied knowing anything about the murder. She said that she had last seen Travis in March 2008. She claimed that when the murder happened, she was out of town to meet a potential date. But when this did not work out, she admitted that she was with Travis at the time of his murder. She claimed that they spent the day together, took pictures, but then suddenly they were attacked by two men who broke into the house, attacked Travis, eventually killing him while she escaped. It is amusing to see how she made up stories that had paper-thin basis. How come if she was attacked by the burglars and Travis was killed, she started going to work and living a normal life? No one was buying this story either, so she changed the story again. She claimed that Travis was a depraved man. He was abusive and had these episodes of rage where he would try to hurt her. She said that it was Travis who started attacking her that night, and in self-defense, she had to kill him. So she had a gun on her, which she stole from her grandparents when she went to meet Alexander. And when he started attacking her, she stabbed him almost 30 times and then slit his throat, not to mention shooting him on the head. This was her self-defense. She went on further, stating that Alexander was attracted to young boys and Jodi would help him in getting these thoughts out of his head. Basically, she called him a pedophile. All of these allegations were never proved and were fabricated by Jodi to get some sympathy from the jury. When she was proven guilty by the jury, Jodi accepted that what she did was heinous. She claimed that she cannot believe that she was capable of doing such a crime. Jodi asked for the death penalty, but when she was given one, she retracted, saying that she did not understand the gravity of the situation and would like to get a life sentence. After a long ordeal, she was finally given life sentence without the possibility of parole. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it. Consider subscribing and helping the channel grow. Till we meet next time.